La da 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 da. It's raining outside. Let's see here. You're popping in the Alpha Trading Discord. Let's get a chart up for all these folks. There we go. There we go. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here. Take a quick peek over here. See what's happening real quick. Of course, got Dixie top left. Why do I have Dixie top left? Because that's where it should be. That's why. I don't think YouTube Jimmy understands Dixie. It's okay, though. That's okay. Dipping down in this weekly range right here. That's what we like to see. We like to see weak Dixie. I live in the U.S., too. It's pretty rough, right? Might move to hang out with Warlord over in Africa. Yeah, get some of that kwacha. Kwacha! Where's he at? Probably getting the monkeys off his roof.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't lying about the monkeys.
Yeah, this talk about the lions the other day was cracking me up.
Yeah, dude.
We got to get his ass over here. We got to get your ass over here. Or we got to come to you. One or the other.
Right.
I've always wanted to come there, man. Always have.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen
Gets
one
warm
day.
in the summer. I would highly recommend autumn or spring or autumn.
Yeah.
Best time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gets a little warm.
Oh, yeah. In warm climes, so you know what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, now it's raining. Chilly again. It was 87 degrees yesterday. I was like, what? What? Wasn't even, it was supposed to be like 75. Yeah, you just never know anymore. Never know anymore. They're cooking the atmosphere. What do you expect? We're like, what do you mean they're cooking the atmosphere? Do some research. They've been cooking the atmosphere.
Add a little salt, add a little oil.
Yep. It's insane. We deserve whatever we get. There's no doubt about it.
Yes.
Can't mess with Mother Nature and not expect something bad to happen. Especially these ticks. I almost didn't make it on time. I wake up, damn dog's got like 5 ticks on him. And he's just battling me, right? Just like trying to put shoes on a little kid or something. It was just a constant battle. I got like 3 of them off of him. I got this new tick collar, but I just hear all kinds of bad things. So it was what I did. I strapped it on the outside of his collar, kind of zip tied it to it so it's not touching his skin. Well, I think that's defeating the purpose. It needs to be laying on him so the time release medicine can spread down his body. I just hate using any of that stuff. It's obviously, if it's poison for bugs, you think it's poison for dogs? Of course it is. So, oh well. I'd rather put something on them than have to pick 10 ticks off a day. I mean, they are bad out here, man. And we have what? This is the second mild winter in a row. They're going to be horrible this year. The dogs were getting them in midwinter. The dogs are bringing ticks in. So, yeah. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. My main concern is me not getting them. I mean, you go walking in these woods, they're just dropping like little paratroopers, man.
Yeah, man, you want to be careful not to get that Rocky Mountain fever.
Oh, dude, I got 3 ticks four ticks last year. And you do everything you can. The problem is the dogs. Dogs will bring them in, right? And maybe they'll realize, oh, this dog's got, medicine. So it just starts cruising around the crib looking for a host. And there I am laying in bed. Well, God, they are just disgusting little creatures too. Good Lord. All right. That's enough of TikTok. TikTok? Whoa. I did have no pun intended. That just kind of rolled right out.
Kind of fits though.
Yeah, it does. Funny. I know, right? So, good stuff. Yesterday, SPY. Kind of talked about it early in the morning. You can't get a better day. Can't get a better day than this. Pretty awesome. Pretty freaking awesome. And here's the thing. There's 2 trades of the top side, right? There was 2 trades of the top side, buying calls yesterday, making nice profit. But this move to the downside at the end of the day, woo! Wow. Kabooma. So what am I looking at? What was I looking at puts? 412s. Did I take quick profit? Sure did. On this candle right here. On this candle right here. Just little chunks, right? Little profits. 3 yesterday, just on intraday SPY. But yeah, that's got me jacked up. I didn't close out 1. So yeah, 2 on the day trader. I gotta just flush the money into this account. Good Lord. Just tired of playing these silly games, right? That's why the rich get richer. Don't let the normal guy come in and trade, do whatever he wants. Throw the law down on you. Okay, check it out. So yeah, SPY yesterday, beautiful. Last 15-minute candle, pumped up. Where to? Let's watch. Watch where this daily range populates. You're already pre-market up just a little bit, right? Almost a little bit above the wick. Pulled back a little right at the end of the day, but did close above the weekly range. You can see how this is working here, right? In this new daily range, I mean, I don't think it quite got to be honest. Maybe the bottom. Maybe the bottom. I'm telling you, pre-market, that's the thing. What do we got, about 25 minutes? They want to run this up. They want to run this up probably to about 412.5 here in the next 25 minutes. Probably going to gap up into the range, through the range. But I'm looking at this. It's going to be probably a little wider range. Probably top side up here by yesterday's bottom side of the 68.3. Right here. Boom, boom. Right in this range. Yeah, for sure. So right now it is below it. Bears are going to try to keep it down. They are. They just push it down a little bit. All right. So like I said, 25 minutes. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Minis. Wow, man, look at another tight daily range on these minis. These things still haven't, I mean, we haven't seen the move yet, right? We already looked at SPY's. We're just going to go over SPY real quick. Then I've got some pairs I'm going to go over, right? BTC USD, Euro USD, Pound USD, oil and gold. We know those are some of people's favorites, so we'll dive in. Give people a different perspective, right? That have been using traditional TA, how we view these assets. Everything's volatile these days. Everything's volatile. Okay, outside the power mean band. Let me get this on SPY. Jesus, I'm looking at Bitcoin. You'll notice too. Boy, I gravitate to Bitcoin. All right, let's see how SPY closed here on the daily. Did not look. Yeah, volatility is crushed, ladies and gentlemen. All 3 lengths. Let me blow this up real quick. Yeah. Got the 525 at about a 4. About a 4, 981 down there at about 2, or no, that's great. 2.47, 2400 at a 5 percentile. Let's see, the 525 is positively correlated. Positively correlated. That's how it closed. Interesting on the contraction. But you're probably going to see negative correlation on the is that the 2400? That is. Negative correlation on the 2400, probably expanding on the 941. I want to get a new read. Let's wait until this market opens up to really look at that. But you can see immediately volatility is low. What about the 4 hour? Yeah. We got a move coming. Look at the 4 hour, even crushed more. Now the 525s are the 16. But you can see the 2400 still laying. This is what I talk about all the time. When you get the low length, the 525 expand like this, right? Right when expansion happened too. Negatively correlated, so you get the pop. The correlation broke during expansion, so then you get the move back to the top side. Then a nice slow contraction. Pop. Look at the 2400. Just was laying down here, never moved. If you ever see that happen, I don't care if it's on the top side or the bottom side, and you don't get any movement, right? The volatility on that high length hasn't moved. You're usually going to revisit it. Another little thing that you will see using this indicator. Loves to revisit. Group back up, right? And there's nothing better. When we're looking for occurrences, I'm seeing it on the daily, seeing it on the 4 hour. These are all occurrences, and you can see any little bit of expansion, you're getting these nice little moves. Nice little moves, all intraday. This is a 4 hour, but yeah, let's check the 90. You still got the 2400 pretty low, but those last couple of 90-minute candles, yeah. The 981 and the 525 expanded. And imagine somewhere down here, you're going to see that. Oh, wow. And look right there. We had that pullback. right? We had this pullback on the 45-minute chart. Volatility fell off a cliff. So you're waiting. Look, correlation was already broke. Correlation was already negative. Got that expansion, boom. Probably all of them were negatively correlated on a pop like that on the 45-minute. Pretty strong move there. Let's see, setting up bull div, right? Bull div on the 45. That's how it closed. And that's why we got that last candle, right? That's why that 15-minute candle, and we saw most of that was in one 15-minute candle. Bam. Took it to the top here. Coming back up to the wave trend, the white dotted line. Interesting. We have crossed the zero mean. Surprised we're not getting a bigger pop. I mean, it's starting right now, right? It's up about 17 cents now since I just said that. Let's go to the 33. How far down here were we? So that's what I'm looking for. I'm telling you, pre-market, these bulls are going to try to push this thing up. Probably above the daily. That's what they're going to try to do. They got some work to do. You're going to have to get that up to about 413. Let me check again. Yeah, you'd have to get this pre-market up here around 413 to get up totally above that daily. Maybe a little lower. Maybe a little lower. This is tricky right here. This is tricky because we had volatility top side and the bottom side. These are some of the hardest to predict. They really are. Let's go back over here. So that was the 33, huh? Interesting. Getting a pre-market on the 33-minute, getting back up above that 99 log MA. That's good. That's good. And how that last 15-minute candle. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Hidden. All right. Got some hidden bear. Or no, sorry, bull div. Jeez, what am I talking about? Had some bull div to get that late day pop. Interesting indeed. And so, like I showed the other day, let's see if that was it. Let's go all the way back. What do we got here? And remember, if you ever use your measuring tool, 25 bars, always add one. It never counts the first bar. So 26 bars. So then you go to the returns oscillator, right? Let's flip this length onto a 26 real quick. Yep. And that's how you see if the divergence is really actionable intel. Hey, man, go lay down. It's pouring rain. You're not going out. This dog's looking at me like he wants to eat me. Maybe I should let him out. Come on. Go outside. Guys, it's raining. Go on. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm going to regret that. It is pouring rain. I'm going to have a couple of dust mops here soon, just soaked. All right. So back to this. So that's how you check to see if divergence is there. You can't look at data sets this far, right? 26 bars. And like I always have my returns oscillator set on a 7. That could be giving you a false read. You're only going back 7 candles, right? That's how far back your look back is. You need to take it all the way back, and it is there. It is there. It's even strengthened, in my opinion. Even strengthened. I'm really surprised that this was. You can see the correlation though, right? It was waning here, going from negative. Let's see what happens on the open. 412.25. They're pushing it right now. What do we got? 913. You got to love it. When you know where these ranges are, you see this every day, right? This is another thing. If you're coming into alpha trading for the first time, watch these videos, man. Listen to us. Listen to what's happening. You're not going to get this intel off traditional TA, right? You're just not gonna. They're all lagging indicators, not built on the returns. But this makes total sense why we got this pop at the end of the day, right? Even a little weak bull there right at the end, but yeah, this hidden bull, all the fishers are up too on the 15. Like I said, this should probably be, there we go. Like 15-minute wave trend. You see this pre-market push up to there? That's probably going to be, you're going to gap through that daily range. And that's what we want to see. The bears are going to try to keep it down below, right? So you get any early momentum, the bulls, you got to deal with that daily range. Most of the times you're going to reject from there. At least first time. You're going to get a rejection there. Why? Team B is waiting for you, right? That's what's happening on these ranges. That's what people need to understand. That's why these supports and resistances of these volatility ranges, when you pass them, they flip. they flip. Support will be resistance now. Resistance will be support. That's how that works. You can see it time after time again. Okay, let's see. This variance is going to change up too. All the volatility was expanding. How did that close? If they're all positively correlated, yeah, this thing could definitely move up here pre-market to where I want it. Let's see. If not, yep, positive. And 2,400. Positive. All right. Good times, good times, good times. 412.09. Yeah, they're going to fight it, though. They're going to fight it. Might not make it either. It's all good. 15 minutes. Either way, right where it's at right now, let's see. You're going to be into the daily range, maybe into the bottom side. I think it's going to be a bigger range. All this volatility, right, to the downside, to the bottom of the weekly range. This is what I was showing in the Discord, too, right? You gap down to where? You gap down right to the center of the weekly range. Who's down here waiting? Right? The bulls. The bulls are down here waiting. They sent this thing up, right? This would have been, it was a 4:13 in the morning. Profit taking, right? Was that a good idea? Yeah, it pulled back. Where did it find support? So you get up above it, right? The bulls are waiting here. Now the bulls are at the top of the weekly range. You get 4 wicks down into it. I didn't look at the charts, right? Today, let's go over here. Let's see right where that happened. 15, boom, boom, bam, bam. Let me go down to a low time frame here. There it was right there. Got any right at the end? Yeah, some hidden bull. I'm looking for some. Where was the bull div to pop this thing? Let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, I mean, it's there. There's some bull div. Not strong. It was tough. It was a no-brainer, though. When I said I didn't see it, this is what I needed to see. Right? And this thing pumped right up. Who's waiting up here yesterday? The bears. The bears did not want this data set getting above the daily range. No, so they sent it right back down. This is a nonstop battle, testing each other. These algos. They ran this volatility range yesterday pretty powerfully. Indeed. I would love to see this thing up here, though, above this week, yesterday's first support level. You get up here, I'm telling you, 412.57, that thing's going to be gapping up through that daily range, at least into it, which is good. Get in there. You're in the tank. You're in the mix. You can fly to the top side from there. You don't have to worry about the bottom side where they're stacking up, where they are stacking up. To be honest, they're fighting hard. Guarantee it right now. Guarantee it. They do not want this data set up here. Traditional markets, especially with the dollar week. Just send a wick to the bottom of the weekly range here too. You see what's going on with Dixie and SPY? Both just hanging around this weekly range. Something's going to give. We already know the volatility on SPY super low. Let's throw this on Dixie real quick. I'm going to go right back to the daily. What's the volatility look like? We got a party happening. This is going to be really interesting. I'm telling you right now. So on the daily, let's see the 4 hour. 4 hour, okay. Let me drop down through here real quick. I'm just looking at these quick volatility reads. Okay, what about the 33? SPY's definitely ready. Oh, wow. And that was going into the end of the, let me see, what time was that? Early in the morning when that crashed? 0800. Dollar might get the heads up early. Let me switch this real quick on the 15 SPY and look at that volatility. Yeah. Let me see. What's the correlation? You can look. It's already negative, right? We got a negative correlation on the low length. This thing is on the launch pad on this low time frame. Look at the bull div. Look at all this bull div on the 15-minute on Dixie. All right. Look how far these fissures are down in these volatility bands. Trending, right? Trending to the downside still. So you're going to be waiting for this predictor to flip. This is a beautiful volatility expansion and contraction, right? Very beautiful. Never had really any drop-offs. Nice sustained flow. Got the Z score on the bottom, all this bull div. Where are we at? But of course, you're at the bottom of the weekly range. So when I'm seeing all that bull div on the 15, am I looking for this thing to pop a bit? Yeah, I am. Now it can go lower. It definitely can go lower. You're almost at the zero mean, because you got to realize when you're setting up bull div on the bottom side, right, with all these lower lows, higher lows on the returns oscillator, what are you setting up on the top side, right? So on the top side of the data set, bunch of lower highs, right? Bunch of lower highs. On the top side, you got higher highs. Okay, hidden bear div setting up on the top side. At some point, all this bull div will play out, though. What do I always say? Watch the zero mean. Watch what. Look at the correlation. Is it positive right now? It is. It is positively correlated. Interesting. If this crosses the zero mean and that correlation continues to grow, you're going to see the dollar pop out of this little hole. At least maybe morning session here. Morning session, which makes even more sense what's happening here. Look, I mean, these bulls are trying to push this thing. Not too much farther. Come on, make me look like a champion. Make it look like I know what I'm talking about. No, we all know we do. Yeah, well, yeah, and Django, I see you in there. Well, that's this is probably the same guy, and just you interacting with him is giving him, like, think about it. So now he's going to try to come in and impersonate everyone. You got one member interacting with them. I mean, it's usually not a good idea. The best thing to do is block these people and don't play with them, because they'll come in, they'll just attack. They'll be like, hey, we got somebody on the hook, and not ever. Plus, what do we have here? I mean, good luck scamming this community. I mean, we've got a lot of smart people in here. Plus, what are they trying to scam? That's what cracks me up. Let me see. Any Discord out there, right? We're all dealing with this stuff. It's ridiculous. Under attack. Best thing to do.
Go watch the news.
Yeah. Best thing to do is not play with scammers. What'd you say? Ed Spy?
I said, might as well go watch the news.
Yeah, man. For sure. Okay. So 412.18, huh? Pre-market. Oh, now she wants it. Hold on. And now you're soaking wet. See how this worked? How did that work out? Now you're all wet. Was that worth it? And of course, you're going to come in and shake. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Go lay down. This dog is soaking wet, shaking in here. God. Help!
I had a question.
Yep.
You said you set your returns oscillator on 7 as a standard, and then you moved it to 24 bars. Is there a reason?
I forgot to change it back. Good Lord. Yeah, I like it when I'm scalping low time frames. I like a nice low setting. There we go. It's still there. Okay. Remember, I had that thing stuck on. I forgot I changed. Thank you for saying that. I would have left that returns oscillator probably on a 26 all day, given all these reads. But look, this is even stronger. And so if I set it on a 7 right now, the dollar, yeah, it's above the zero mean. You can see it popping right now. There's no correlation. A lot of bull div. This thing's probably going to try to maybe here pre-market, if it can get by the center, maybe to the top side here. If you do see it, you can see, right? 412, let me see, 412.21. It's going to be an interesting little battle here for the last, 7 minutes before this market opens.
I have one more question.
Yep.
So I got my DLP to work. Trying to understand the relationship in that read. Can you just go over it real quick?
Like, what do you mean? Like where it fits into the whole thing? I use it for divergence. That's what I use it for. I just merely use it for divergence. Yep. And when you get these little pink dots, it's also telling you, like, on that DLP candle, there was an outlier. And you can see it, right? You're up in these confidence intervals. This is the 90%, 95, and 99% confidence intervals. So you can see all these ones that had outliers. Boom, 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 boom. And that's on the way up. Obviously, you're not going to get outliers when it's going back down, contracting. Let's see here. But yeah, I use it for div, and sometimes it's plain as day, especially on low time frames. Especially on low time frames, like right here at the top, right? That last outlier was right here. Then the DLP pulls back. Look at the div. Bam. It was on the returns oscillator too. Boom, boom. It was on the Z score. Boom, boom. Right? Fishers. Usually, if you see div on the Fisher too, woo! I mean, there was a little bit, to be honest. There was. There's div on everything for this pullback right here on the 15-minute on Dixie.
So can you go over divergence? I mean, it might be a dumb question, but I'm just trying to understand the divergence part of it.
Yeah, well, we definitely have that chart you need to study to start reading it. So if you're looking for bull divergences, you're looking at the bottom. You're looking at the bottom of the data set, right? And you're looking at the bottom of the oscillator. If you're looking for bear divergences, you're looking at the top of the data set and the top of the oscillator. So bull div is when you have lower lows on the data set and higher lows on the oscillator. Hidden bull divergence is when you have higher lows on the data set and lower lows on the oscillator. And it's the exact opposite when we're talking about bear, right? So bear div is when you have bear div is when you have higher highs on the data set, lower highs on the return oscillator, and the exact opposite for hidden, right? So it would be lower highs on the data set, higher highs on the oscillator, if that makes sense. Where is that in the Discord, Yasha? Oh, dude, that's awesome. How funny is that? The guy trimming his bushes with that mower. That's got to be in Australia. Just going to say that. Or Alabama. Alabama or Australia?
I was going to say. Australia.
It is. You know it is. Gotta be. That's great.
That chart is in the Free Tools channel. It's also in the Big Doc.
Okay. Because that's definitely something you want to study. Definitely something you want to study. And right now, look at the dollar. I mean, it's way outside the power mean band. You got the wave trend up here. I definitely, like I said before, I see this dollar. It's going to try to make a little move here. Definitely. But here we go. Pre-market. What did I say? 412.50. Look at this thing push up there. Right. I was like, I want it right here. I mean, are they listening to me? Should I whisper? It just makes sense when you know what you're looking at. Right. And I just looked at the charts. Right. So it's like there's definitely bull div playing out here pre-market. But there also is. That's what I'm thinking. This is going to be interesting to see exactly where this daily range is, because all that bull div on the 15-minute on the dollar, that thing wants to pop. That thing wants to pop a little bit. There's no doubt about it. You got the Z score really low. There's the trend to the top side starting to turn back up. But the low length volatility, let me make sure I change this back. Got to get my indicators set right. That's one thing. You say, yep, cool. Let me see here. What are the other lengths doing? Both expanding. You can see the low length expanding, negatively correlated. Look at the APPs. All right, just telling you, when they're all down here in the basement, seller exhaustion. Not oversold, just exhaustion. All right? Nah, I'm tired. So the other two are expanding. Something's positive here. Probably 981. Nope, negative. It's got to be the 2400. So yeah, this is Dixie, not. It was. Actually, it's kind of flat, though. 2400 is a little flat. Flat negative. That's okay. It'll walk up. That's why you're getting this doji right now. Make up your mind. Let me see here. Go back. I got to change that back, or I will forget. Yes, it's on 3. Flip that back. One time, that correlation break. No, that's a 525. Yeah, we need the market to open. This is why this is getting held back. But it makes sense at the same time. Because look where the data set is. It's trying to bust through the center of the weekly here. I'm telling you, the dollar bears, dude, they're here. They're going to be, if this data set was down here by this first support level, bears are going to be right here trying to knock it down. The bulls run it up. They're going to be here. Right? Now, You got the bulls down here at the bottom, right? The data set never dropped below. So the bulls are fine. The bulls are going to push this up from here. If they can close 15-minute candles above the center, I know this looks tight, but this is how this works, man. These are algos. Go down on the 1 minute. You'll see the movement. You will see the movement. Okay, let's see here. I love it that they gapped this thing up in the morning, right? They ran this up above the top of the weekly. Right before it dropped 15 cents or more. Hell, more than that. It dropped like a quarter right before the open. Right? The bears pushed that thing down. Why? Look. Oh yeah. Let me see here. God, is that tight again? Hold on. Now you gotta love this. It tightened up. Wow. And they pushed it right up above it as well. And that tight daily range, 7 cents today, right? 7-cent daily range. They pushed it up literally right above it. And then right before the market opened, man, they brought that thing down. So you're sitting on top of the weekly, SPY is, and the daily is like right there, just barely above it, 7-cent range. We got some movement coming. Yesterday, right? That's a fairly tight range. It trended. We could trend more today. And trend can be at the top and back to the bottom, right? But that is definitely trend. Great trades yesterday. That's what you want. That's what you want, right? You want trending moves, big time. Big time you want trending moves. And you go down on, go to a 3-minute, look at these moves. You're going to see the entropy trending for sure. This is actually good for the bulls right here. I didn't think it was going to be that tight, but you can see soon they pushed that up above the top of the weekly. They dug a trench line right there. They're going to fight. They're going to fight right there. These bears could be in trouble, especially if this dollar cannot get above this weekly range. You'll see a nice trend to the top side. First stop, probably going to get up here around the 68.3 Laplace. Let me see. Let's turn this off. Now that you can see the correlation broke. There's the 15-minute on the dollar. But I don't want that. Hold on here. Let me flip over to SPY. Why do I say that? Well, the dollar's struggling at the center of the weekly. SPY's on top of it. SPY's on top of the weekly. Got the heads up. Got the heads up. Yep, and there's the bull div on the 15 I was showing. We got a positive correlation, but what's setting up right now? All right, hidden bear. You got to but nothing's set, right? This isn't the top of a data set yet. It is not. Nothing's set in stone, but you do have a higher high on the oscillator already. There's a lower high on the data set. So this returns oscillator turns down here and you get a positive correlation. It's perfect timing. It would make sense if this goes up to the wave trend here at 412.69, 412.7 area. Set up some hidden, drop back down. 412.69. God, would it have been just like yesterday? Early morning 413s? Possibly. Taking the day off though. Let me get in here so I know what I'm talking about though on these prices. Because I know somebody else is trading. Let's see. Throw this on here. On the 0 BTA options. Come on, baby. Fire up. Initialing brokerage session. Hey, wet dog. What are you doing? You got your ball? Okay. She's playing ball. There we go. Yeah, right now, 55 cents. It's 413s. But this is tricky right here. I mean, you got Dixie trying to break above the center of the weekly, and you got SPY trying to find support at the top of the weekly. Something's got to give here. Something's got to give. Meanwhile, Bitcoin doing its thing, back up 28.3 area. And the first thing I'll come on here and I'll click on the little lightning bolt, just so it shows you a little bit of news about each asset. I just like to see what people are talking about. And I'm like, how much you want to bet they're talking about the gap? I guarantee you they're talking about institutional gaps. First thing I see. Where was it at? Where were you? Well, it was up here. Yeah, I looked like an hour and a half ago. It said something about now that the CME gap is filled, what next on Bitcoin? I'm just laughing. I'm just like, oh no, it had nothing to do with mean reversion. Had nothing to do with the returns mean reverting. They want to talk about silly gaps. Why do they always talk about that? Because they know dumb traders trade gaps. They don't wait until the data set gets to a gap. They're immediately trading gaps, which is a bad idea. Real bad idea. Because if you look at the one they were talking about, I mean, dude, there was barely anything there. You got to drop down to like a 4-hour, 90-minute chart to even see it. I've never believed in that crap anyway. But any of those gap traders out there, right, you did drop back down to that area. But at the same time, let's go up here, daily. And now that the market is open, kind of did that. Let me go over here real quick. Because we took SPY. Now this is going to be the BTC. Then we're going to go to a couple of Forex pairs, gold and oil too. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with what we've been talking about for a while on the daily. Coming back down, test this wave trend. Boy, it almost got there. And I'll tell you what. You find support up here. You find support on this 33 and then kick back up from this area. That's a test. I mean, that's close enough. You did returns mean revert? Yeah, and almost to the 33. Right? Or, where is the 33? Why does this keep going back? You silly little indicator. What is happening? Oh, I know why. I didn't save it. Give me 1 second here. Let's get this set up correctly. And if anybody's watching, see how to do it. Oh yeah, style. Oh, first, look what if you want any of these ribbons to stick out, right? Any part of the ribbon to stick out, find out what length. 33 is ribbon 11, right? So now I'm going to go to style. Ribbon 11. Yep. I didn't save it. Knucklehead. Let's throw that on circles. I like it to stick out. Boom. Where are you? Where? Oh, it flipped back on me. Man, this thing is being weird. Weird. I'm going on a line. Without even seeing it, I knew it. Hilarious. Look at the blue dotted line. What did I just say? Yeah, that's the 33 power mean right there. It's right. The 33 power mean and the 33 log MA right on top of each other. So yeah, that would definitely make sense. Now let me Bitcoin daily. Let's save this chart. There we go. So yeah, they talk about a gap. I don't care about gaps. I know when this data set is outside the power mean band, and I know returns mean revert. And I know at some point you're going to come back and test this wave trend. So this might not be the low. We could get a full test. And that's, that's 1K below. 1K below. What's the low of the day? How bad? Then pulled right back up. Pulled right back up. You can see the last, right? That the daily candle yesterday, a wick right to both those 33s. The log MA and the power mean. Then pulled back up, dumped below it, pulled back up. Here we go. Interesting. And what? How is that even on there? This chart is so whacked. What is happening to my charts? I think I've been sleep trading again. If you don't know those stories, that was a wild time. I was literally getting in my desk in the morning and going, what the hell happened here? Literally exiting positions, entering positions, and not even knowing it. I was like, I must be sleep trading. I would leave things in certain spots. Sure enough, man. I don't know. People sleepwalk and do all kinds of wild shit. I just had a little spurt for about a month where there were some weird things going on in my sleep. I was sleep trading. That's when you know you need a break. Okay. Drop down.
It's better than drum trade.
Yeah, I definitely highly recommend not doing that, right?
And the next day, you can't remember shit.
Yeah.
Where did the position come from?
Yeah, look at the bull div on the 4-hour on Bitcoin. All the fishers are back up. Low length volatility contracting, negatively correlated. Oh, look, I got a little. I was showing somebody in a chart. I forgot to erase those. Now we're going to save it again. 4-hour, even better. Now look. With these rejections off of the top side of the power mean band, let me blow this up. We're not just like waiting for this data set to populate and then we're just like overlaying some silly chart to make you think something. Guys, look at these wicks. 3 wicks right to the top of the power mean band. Boom, boom. Then the rejection. We talked about this yesterday. Look how far outside, right? Is this thing going to pump up to the power mean band, to the 9 log MA? Is it going to make its way through this 99? This thing's a booger, man. This thing is a booger. Here's what you don't want to see. You don't want to see this wave. If this wave trend crosses down this 99, you definitely, that cross is going to get tested at some point here. 29K here in the next couple. I would imagine, though, Bitcoin, it's probably going to happen over the weekend. Although this is dropping pretty significantly. Hell, it could happen by early tomorrow, to be honest. Just trying to get an idea here, because this data set is going to, the returns are going to mean revert, right? This is way out of bounds. Here, let's throw a projection boss on here. Show you what I'm talking about. Let me put this on a daily. There we go. Let's move this forward. 4 hour. Where are you? There we go. Now, right to the that last rejection, top side of the power mean band. What do you think? Is it hanging on to the bottom? This is the 99.7 Laplace distribution range on the projection, right? On the projection. We're outside the power mean band. Look where this 99 is. It's inside the 95.4 Laplace. Right now, on this projection, on the projection, there's a 95.4% chance we get back up into the almost 29K. Right? That's going to be, you're going to have to contend with this 9 log MA. And at some point here, if this 99 keeps dipping, it's probably going to, no, you know what? The way this is set up, it's pretty, I'm looking for this to come up here. If you get above the 99, it might go up to this reverse wave trend first. 29.3, it's 1K to the top side. And we already see 1K to the downside where that was at. But yeah, you are finding support in the distribution. If you don't understand what you're looking at, Google Monte Carlo simulation, because that's where you're going to be able to see things like this. You just put in projection boss or something like that. It might pull up something having to do with us, but you're not going to find anything. You're not going to find anything. You got to put in Monte Carlo simulation. There's a lot of them. And they will show you the bell curve of normal distribution projected out with like 10,000 simulated data sets. It literally, it'll make you think. You'll be like, whoa, really? All those data sets, the reason why they do that is to show you. You don't even have to project that cone. You can just run the simulated data sets out. It will create the bell curve. It's wild, man. It's powerful. It makes you a believer really fast. And then you're really like, holy shit, the market is random. And you think it's very random most of the times. Most of the times. Go to macro time frames. Most of the time it's random. Right? You drop into the 1 minute, you're going to see a lot of trends. That's why these indicators, this entire system makes it, I'm not going to say easy, because a lot goes into trading low time frames. You have got to be quick. Think what you're dealing with. Who are you trading against mostly? The algorithms. And you don't want to trade against them. You want to trade with them. So this just allows you to recognize, right? Those volatility ranges, the distribution levels. Makes it a lot easier. A lot easier. If you do not have that information at your fingertips, you're in trouble, man. You're in trouble. Tell him. Is Yasha still in here? Yeah, he's in here.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I just made it. Yeah, first of all, what you said is yes, right on the money. Second of all, I made a copy of the H-split VRE chart, just with all the published indies, the ones that are available to subscribers. It's put in the live chat text stream, so folks who are subscribers can grab that.
Nice.
And adding it to one of the chart-related or resource-related channels.
Beautiful. But is where I was going with. I was like, size, information, speed. People don't realize what they are up against. Yeah, I've heard.
You control, right? We always say that. There's 3 things you can control about your trading.
Yep.
Position, which includes your position size, and that determines your position in the order book.
Mm-hmm.
Speed connected to the internet and the exchange you're trading on, and then of course your info. And you can either have crappy info or you can have leading info, and that's what our tools give you is leading info.
Yes.
So if you have control over those three things and you can make good use of those three things, you can win trades consistently. And as long as you take profits when it lost and don't be emotionally attached to your trade, well, I've never met a broke trader who consistently takes profit.
Right. Yeah. I agree. 100%. And we have the tools. This right here, you know what you're looking at? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It ran down the 99.7 Laplace distribution. Didn't close a candle below it. Why? Well, the probabilities dictate that it doesn't. And this is, a 4-hour. I like starting my cone, right? You want to start the first candle of the reversal, right? The first candle of the reversal. This is a little tricky, right? You pop to the top, found support up here on the 9 log MA and kicked it right back up to the top. I mean, sending all these wicks into the top side of the power mean band, you're just waiting for this. You're waiting for this. This was a shot across the bow that this thing was pulling back. No doubt about it. And now that whole power mean band's looking bearish. So this could be one of those things like you ride the power mean band to the top side, right, on all these moves. 2, you could start rejecting off the bottom side in the wave trend. But just like when you're above on the top side, returns mean revert. Returns mean revert. That's what we're dealing with. Let's turn that back off. You know what? Throw this on the daily real quick. Yeah, and you are below 95.4 Laplace on the daily from this run right here. Is that where I'd start it? Yeah, because you got this big backfill right here. You don't want to start it up here. This is a good starting spot. Let me see here. And there was, let me move this. So that was where we started it on the 4-hour. This is what it looked like on the 90. Would I start it there after this little, I mean, you can, but on the 90-minute, I'd probably push it to right here. Probably push it to right there. Yeah, look at that wick. That's to the 0.9999. And then look, it gets back up inside the 99.7. Immediately, there's a 99.7% chance you reacquire this level. And then there's a 95.4% chance you reacquire this level. Hasn't closed a candle above it. Let me turn off this power mean. Oh, goodness. There we go. Haven't been able to get back up inside the 95.4 Laplace. This is what I tell people too. Look, if you're watching this on TradingView for the first time and you are drawing trend lines on the chart, you understand what you're doing. Look, stop drawing lines. Start using the distribution. Because this is what's really happening. It's got nothing to do with your lines, right? So even without you knowing it, you're like, hey, I got this trend line. If we close a candle above that trend line, it's going to go. You guys.
Scotty, can you look at something for me?
It's all probabilities. Yep, as soon as I'm done with this. It's all about probabilities. Okay? So when you think you're busting up above a trend line and, that's the bull signal, you're reacquiring distribution levels. There's probabilities involved. Right now, there's a 68.3% chance you pull back up here. It's almost 30K again. No, this is a longer projection. You could break this down. You can go to lower time frames and break all these moves down. Hell, you can start a new one right here. Right? You can bring this all the way up to this reversal down here and see where you're at. Boom, look. Now what are you doing? Look at this. Look at the first candle. You get outside the 95.4 Laplace immediately. Hey, there's only a 4.6% chance we should be up here, right? I got my you-know-what swinging in the wind. I'm going to pull back. And it pulls back and closes right inside the 95.4. A wick again to it. A wick. No matter where you place these projection bosses, you're going to see what's going on. It's got nothing to do with you thinking that you're smart and drawing on your charts. This is all we're trying to tell people. You can do it. Knock yourself out. It's a lot easier when you just populate a freaking distribution cone. This is what's really going on. All right, P-Funk, what's up, brother?
Can you look at Amazon?
I do what?
Amazon.
Oh, really? Going to Bezos coin. All right. I like Amazon.
I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I'm sorry.
No. You're fine. You know. Where am I going? Oh, yeah. Amazon. No, you're fine. Usually when P-Funk speaks, there's a reason. Oh, yeah, man. It's a little bucker right now, huh? Gap up. No earnings.
Yeah.
When's earnings? Out here in the future. When is that? April 27th? Yeah, they're cruising right up, aren't they? What, is that going to be next Friday?
I'm looking at calls and dips here.
Let me see here. You're looking at call. Where are you looking at on like
106, 107.
what?
No, today. Nah, just today, bro. Just today.
Let me put this on Amazon real quick.
You don't gotta spend a lot of time. I just wanted to see.
No. Now I'm interested. Seeing that gap up, and you're looking at the 0 days, and you said 10. Okay. So you're looking at what, 106 calls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. God dang, man. They're only 45 cents, huh?
No, look where they were. They're already at $1. How high is that? $1. Yeah, they were $1.10 on the open.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, why? What's happening here? Oh, laying people off? Well, we know what happens.
Yeah.
News, though, right? What's
Yeah.
really happening? I mean, well, having an outlier. What's at the 90?
Layoffs.
Old layoffs. Hey, guys, we have extra money. Where do we do with it? Oh, I don't know. Let's buy our own stock with it. Yeah. Let's see. Why is this thing pumping? All the fishers like it. Is that the daily? Definitely setting up some bear. Go back to the 4 hour. Yeah, man. Definitely this thing's setting up some bear. But you look at the correlation building. Correlation's building right now. It's crossing the 0 mean. Surprised this thing's actually coming down. You got it. It's down here somewhere. Let me see the 33. 45? No? Yeah, you're going to have to dive way down here to find this bear. Yeah, geez, right on this open. And really is what we need to do is throw this baby up. Tesla, let's get rid of Musk coin and throw in Bezos coin. Let's see, where are you? There you are. I love that picture. God, I want to dig that up. Where Bezos is sitting literally in that little closet office and he's got like the Amazon banner. It's just him. He's the only one. He's got like a computer on the desk and just the beginning days. And now look at the damn thing. Jesus. I can't wait till one of those drones. One of the first times one of them drones is bringing me a package, I'm going to break out the Barrett and just blow it out of the sky.
Person that lived on the block where he offered him 10,000 shares.
Yeah.
For $1,000 or I don't know, $500 or something, and all but one took it.
Look at Dixie. You gotta love it. Hell yeah. Dixie said, "Okay, the gig is up." So let's see here. 4 hour candle. That thing dipped down below the first standard deviation on the 4 hour candle. All right. Look, bulls are waiting right here. I mean, I literally said it when we started the stream that the bulls are going to be waiting here. Can we close a 15-minute candle above here? Didn't. And it just rocket shipped from below. Wham.
Wow.
Yep. Wham.
That's why they sold the futures off then. Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised SPY didn't go all the way to the bottom of the weekly. Down around 410.5 already. Really surprised.
It went to the middle of it, didn't it? Just now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Went to the middle of the weekly.
Yeah. You're looking at 15 minutes.
Yep. But see, look at this gap up on Amazon. So what are you doing? You pre-market gap to where? Literally, look at the wick was right up to this weekly. Let me see here. Weekly resistance level. Where is the weekly? There it is right there. That was R2.
Yep.
But look, you're at the 1 SD on the daily. I mean, immediately. So when you were up here at this market open, this thing was up around 106. I bet you could have got now. Here's the thing, though. has that range been tested? I mean, it gapped up right through it, right through the daily range. But like I said, these love to get retested. I mean, I quite possibly would have been looking at, I mean, right now, the 104s are 17 cents.
The puts.
Yeah, the puts. They're still 104s are 17 cents.
Wow.
I bet you they were a dime. I bet they were maybe even cheaper than a dime.
You see what gold is doing? All dumping out of pumping.
Did you say gold's dumping?
Yeah, right down to the weekly.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
that's
down
what's
to 9 cents.
yeah. So that's what's going
They
on
closed
there.
at $1 yesterday.
Oh wow.
Dude, look at that. It's still ripping $1. Wow.
Wow. Did say gold. Hello. Right
Silver
to,
and gold.
is that the weekly support level? First weekly support level? Yep. You know
Yes,
what?
sir, it is.
Let's give gold the stage. Peter Schiff, where are you? Where are you, Peter
Wow.
Schiff? This segment's for you, buddy.
Dollar pumps 0.3%, gold dumps 1% and falling.
For
There you
sure.
go.
Busting through the weekly support level right now. Now, look at gold. Look what happened yesterday. I'm sure Peter Schiff and his buddies were having a little heyday. Do you think Peter Schiff and his buddies have the VRE? And you think they're even dealing with the distribution? No, I don't know. Anybody in these these higher positions, right? Do you really think they're going to talk about this stuff? Absolutely not. They are not going to talk about the distribution. They're not going to talk about these volatility ranges, even if they do know about them. Guarantee it. That guy, highly doubt it.
They know about the distributions and returns and stuff and
Yeah.
standard deviation. They don't talk about it, and when they do, they literally just go over it, assume everyone else knows what they're talking about it, and move on without saying it.
Yeah, and I highly doubt they would understand how to trade this anyway. But
Yeah,
look,
but I like that guy Vlad from Robinhood who clearly understands this. You know, like there's
Right.
an example with that thing, some interview with some reporter covering crypto and investments and trading, and he even said, "It's like, yeah, well, it pulled a Six Sigma move, so we had to shut it down." And the reporter didn't ask him a thing to follow up.
dude, you just reminded me of that. I forgot all about that. Yeah.
You know, just assume. It's assumed.
Yeah. We're just going to shut down trading. That's just ridiculous, man. It should not be allowed to happen. Like, hey, man, circuit breaker.
Yeah.
So stupid. We can't have our billionaires losing money.
Also, the probabilities were that the returns are going to revert to the mean because that's what they do. So even if you had that Six Sigma move, at some point, the probabilities were that it's going to return anyway. Why are you shutting it down now?
Yeah.
Like, it's foolish. It's just foolish. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, even guys like that who occasionally let slip some part of the juice, they'll never go into the details publicly, and we'll never talk about it at length for hours at a time, for days on end, years on end.
Dude, this thing is so deep. Holy shit.
They're not going to tell you how to find entries and exits using those kind of instruments.
Right.
Like, not in their interest. They're all about, buy premium, go long, make your, put your positions in. You can make money on our retail trading platform. Just, 20x your leverage and you'll be rich tomorrow. And I mean, maybe they don't say quite that aggressively, but it's pretty close. They do everything they can to push up to that line, and it's pretty bad. So anyway,
yeah, I mean, just a lot of bear div on gold on the daily. I mean, from going way back. I mean, here's the top of the returns oscillator, top of this data set. These are all higher highs. These are all lower highs. At some point, there you go. Daily div. Plus, look where the correlation broke here, right? We're contracting, positively correlated. Let's see these other links on the, I'm about to have some bad news for Mr. Schiff. Let's see here. Especially if that dollar gets a footing, man. I got bad news for everybody. Not just Peter Schiff. Let's see. So 981, 2400. They're just right together too. Right together. Let's see if they are negatively correlated. Yep, 981 is. What about the 2400? Nah, it's still positive, but boy, it wants to break. My dog is absolutely going nuts outside. Yeah, just let all the ticks know where you're at, buddy. I got thick woods too. It's just a constant battle. What a nightmare. Oh well. I wanted it. I got it. Stop complaining. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, look at this. So you're down below the first weekly support level. You can if gold can't get back up above here, could be trouble. But all this right here, this is definitely gonna have some influence on tomorrow's daily range. So let me see on the low time frames. This thing building up any let's see real quick. Good Lord, man. This thing is just, I mean, you're down here on the low time frames, right? I mean, it's a 9-minute on this move. Dude, you're at the bottom side of the distribution. I mean, this can ride it, right? This can ride the distribution. That's the 0.9999 percentile range. There wasn't a 0.9999% that this data set was going to go to that level. That's not how this works. That's the percentage that you will not close a candle below there. And you literally just pulled back up and closed right at it. Closed right at it, which it should. Now you're right there at it again. Right there at it again. God, what's this on the 6? Give me some more candles to work with here. Yeah. Let's see what's happening. Oh boy. Man, this thing is just whoosh. Power sell. And you're down at the bottom of the distribution. When it comes to probabilities, holy crap. Man, look at that thing go straight into trend too. Straight into trend. Beautiful. Setting up any div? No, not at all. This thing's like free falling right now. Free falling. Yeah, yes, I'll check it. We got here. Yeah, do we have some hidden? Not really. Yeah, a little bit. No. Yeah. Little hidden. Little hidden on this pullback. Just a little. Yeah, gold doesn't look too good, man. Gold does not look very good. Put this back on.
SPY at the bottom of the weekly.
Yep, there she blows. Right to it, which is a no-brainer. Let me get Dixie back on. And there's, yeah, good. I got gold down there. Yeah, Dixie's running, man.
Yep.
Dixie's running. Look out. God, that would have been a great quick grab there on the SPY puts, man. Too late now, in my opinion. Unless, I mean, look at the dollar run. I mean, you're at the first resistance level on the daily. You're at the first resistance level at the daily. I mean, hell, these 409s down here could still be in play.
45 cents right now. Got as low as 17.
409s, yeah. 409 puts 44 cents. Interesting. But I don't know. Because who's down here, right? The bulls are down here, man. They're going to try to keep this up above here. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
A huge option expiring today, so this is going to go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. What am I? Yeah, today. Big expiration. The monthly. It's happening. So, yeah, you could see some wild swings. It makes sense, too. All those low volatility reads. Okay. Markets are doing their thing. Of course, the dollar's finding some strength. And what did and let's go back over here. I mean, I told everybody. Let's see. Let's go back to Dixie. Let's go to the 15-minute. Right? Look at the data set. Hold on. Blow this up. Turn off the PB. There we go. Look at all the bull div. The whole move to the downside. It was doing nothing but creating higher lows. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And right on the pop, positively correlated. Now you've got the returns oscillator coming down, and it's negatively correlated. Negatively correlated. And I'm telling you, man, this thing blew any div there was out of the water. There's no bear div at all. Look at the fishers. Look good. So, on that dollar move, am I already out of the position if I was trading Dixie? Yeah, 100%. Why? Look at the volatility reads in the 15. All three of them peaked out at 100% with grade. You got 3 different lengths of volatility percentile at 100%. Volatility grade. Volatility grade is historical volatility and implied volatility, right? It's a combination of them. They're all peaked out at 100 percentile. That literally is telling you to take your profit. You're outside, way outside the 99.7 Laplace. I can throw a projection on this. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, profit taking. Can Dixie continue to run? Yes. But you see this candle? That can happen the other way and take everything from you. This is why you have to take your profits. But most traders don't have these tools. They don't know when it is a good time. What are they waiting for? Probably some MA. Well, it's almost to my profit taking. It's like, what are you using for profit taking? Lagging indicators? Good luck. Will it work sometimes? Maybe. Not saying you can't make money, but you're not going to make money if you're not taking your profit. That's the thing. We really don't care how you trade. We're going to trade the VEPS. We're going to run with the algos. I'm telling you right now, though, if you're using lagging indicators and you do get lucky enough to get in a winning position, take your profit. We're here to help everybody. I don't care what you're using. All right. You could be trading tea leaves. I don't care. You got a crystal ball. You got one of those old little 8 balls you shake. Should I get into a long position? Yes. Long. Take your profit, man. That's all you got to do. If the position turns against you, get out of it. Don't be emotionally attached to that trade because it's going to get you emotionally wrecked. Limit your losses, take your profits. That's all you got to do. And then when you're tired of using lagging indicators, come check us out. Come check us out. As the dollar's just ripping, crushing the markets. And you go watch YouTube Jimmy. YouTube Jimmy's not talking about Dixie. He wasn't talking about the bull div on Dixie. Guarantee it. It's not even part of his flow. That's another part of the workflow. You got to be able to look at Dixie and look at the markets and understand what you're looking at. So that's why this thing is to trade the way, I'll just say, all of us trade a little different. But I've talked to somebody before. They literally wanted to fly to meet me and watch me in a trading session. I'm like, dude, it don't matter. We all trade differently. And the only thing that's going to do is confuse you more because what is happening and all the monitors going on, you're going to get lost. You should be working on your own edge. You should be working on your own workflow, not worried about what I'm doing because everybody is going to perceive it differently, right? Everybody's going to perceive it differently. There's no doubt about it. That's what we're all about, individualism. We're all going to take on our own shape or form unless you are watching in YouTube Jimmy and you're in the echo chamber and you're just looking for signals, right? And if that's all you're doing, guys, you're going to get probabilities from us. You're going to hear me constantly talk about probabilities. And right now, Dixie, wow. So where was the 68.3 Laplace? Let's see. It was right here. Boom. So you are literally, is that the top side of the 68.3? It is. It's a pretty wide range. So first standard deviation, you're almost at a 95.4 Laplace, right? That's on the 4-hour candle. 4-hour candle. So I'm not talking about there's a 95.4% chance these 15-minute candles don't close above there. There's a 95.4% chance that when this 4-hour candle closes, the data set will be below here. So you can run up on a 15 all you want. And there's the 2SD. And then what do you got right above it? First standard deviation on the daily. All right. So there's a lot of things going on here where this dollar rips about over for now, at least until this 4-hour candle. Perfect timing too, right? Right when SPY hits the bottom of the range where the bulls are waiting. They kick it back up, trying to get above. And these are like, you start messing around down here during this 4-hour candle, right? With what Dixie's doing. And this data set stays down at the bottom of the range here, this weekly range, could get ugly because you can push through this. You can push through this easy. If Dixie opens up a new 4-hour candle and then the continuation, yeah. That's why I have 4-hour and dailies populated. Right? Because I want to know, during this 4-hour candle, where are we? And that's the 95.4% Laplace. That's the second standard deviation normal. And that's the first standard deviation normal. So right here, when it comes to daily and 4 hour, you've got a lot of probabilities above overhead here saying, no, you stay down here. Okay. And this is perfect. I mean, you got both minis. Both minis were just hanging out either below the center or below. But now you're at the first support level. NASDAQ minis was right down by the first standard deviation. Okay. Let's see here. And you'll see this all the time. When you understand these volatility ranges and the distribution, you'll see the overall picture, what's happening, and you'll understand why Dixie needs to be on your charts. I mean, when I'm seeing bull div on the dollar and bear div on an asset on low time frames, and then you know how to look at correlation, dude, this is when you start getting into the multiple trades. You're long in Dixie, you're short in SPY, right? You're long in SPY, you're short in Dixie, whatever. I mean, it goes on and on and on. A screener, right? And it's not stopping anybody. If you're a coder out there, figure it out. Code yourself up a screener. Obviously, you need to know volatility, but you can figure all that out. Powerful, man. Powerful. Like, hey, these 5 assets aren't correlated with Dixie, right? The bull div's going to play out on the assets. The bear div plays out on Dixie. Boom, boom, boom. And then you take your profits. I highly suggest trading one asset at a time, though, in the beginning. You think that's hard? Start trading like 4 or 5. Let's see. Chat's kind of making sense. Making sense.
Dude, I'm looking at a hilarious chart.
What's that?
See that chart I posted of Fred in
oh yeah,
voice chat?
I'm not even in the voice chat.
So I made a trading. There's a trading view chart of it, and I posted our
okay. I see it.
Probability boss, projection boss on there. About this thing. Here we go. This thing is hilarious. It's on the daily since. See there the projections since the at the start of that pump in 2020 when was in full effect.
Oh, good lord! Yeah, what's that? The money stops. Yeah, man. Holy crap!
WM. That's if you want to look it up. WM2NS, like William Mary to Nancy Sweet.
Holy kidding!
William Mary to Nancy Sweet.
Hold on here. What is it again? William Mary,
the number 2, Nancy Sweet.
There it is.
That thing is literally off the chart. On the daily, going back years, on the weekly, it's nuts.
Let me go up here. So if I'm on the Fed, I'm gonna go to 21 day.
Yeah, 21 day or monthly. Monthly's crazy, dude.
Good lord.
Goodness gracious. What have they done?
Yeah. Trouble.
Yeah. And people wonder why there's going to be hyperinflation. Well, like I wrote, you can't spell hyperinflation without hyperinflation.
And here's the problem. Here's 2008. Here's 2008 right in here. What have they learned? Fucking nothing. This is being done on purpose. I'm not stupid. They are literally, I mean, God, and it makes you think, really? Are we here? We're being sabotaged from the inside out? Because this is not just happenstance, man. They are printing us into oblivion.
Yeah, you can literally see it on this chart.
So stupid. I mean, you're back here in 2008. What would you expect to see? Not that. Yeah, that'll help the problem.
That's literally when that big pump happened in 2008 is literally when Bitcoin was born.
Yeah.
By the way, right? So it's like, let's think about this. What do you think are the odds?
This is, you know what? This is gonna be fun.
Read the news on Bank America today. Apparently, the bigger banks are at record levels of having to borrow future dating.
Watch this. Watch this.
Yeah,
This is gonna be fun.
Compared to Bitcoin's value. There you go.
Hold on
Compared to
here.
that.
Why did that?
So the repo rate. or whatever
That
is.
shouldn't have changed.
You're on Coinbase, not Index.
Damn it.
Damn it. Why is that? Well, minions are doing the wrong thing.
And that should. The split screen should. Why in the hell is it doing that? Oh, I know. Because I got the freaking.
Yeah,
I got the
symbols.
symbols. Yep. Boom. Let me turn that off real quick. Okay. Now let me put Bitcoin over here. There we go.
You can do a comparison one on top of that. You know, as you do.
Can you call this
Where's the car?
best
No.
plan?
Look at that.
Let's see. Yeah. I mean, just ridiculous. You think?
But you're on Coinbase on that one, not on the Index.
Boom. Nope. Bitstamp. Is that the index or is the index?
Here's the Index.
21 day. Good Lord, man.
Yeah.
But wait, I'm only back to 2016. Let me get this right.
Yeah, 2000. Why 2016? Oh, you're just pulling up
What?
2016.
So I want to look at them comparatively.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you do nothing but print money. Hello, Bitcoin.
Yeah, put them on log. You'll see them even clearer. I think. So you put Bitcoin on log. Yeah. Look at that. Okay.
Hello, and that's all the way back to what, 2010? Let's scoop this up.
Yeah, 2008. 2008 is when it started, and this chart I think starts 2009. So that's when people started. The end of 2009 is when people started to trade.
There we go. Put it right about 2010. Yeah. I mean, there you go.
I mean, if that's not a wake up call, I don't really know what is.
These are all the people going, yeah, the dollar's jacked.
Yeah, exactly. And on the left side, it's all the dollar printers saying, no, we can sustain this infinite supply thing. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. Let me see something here real quick. Let's go
You
to
can mathematically forecast with extreme accuracy the risk into the future based on the known amount of Bitcoin that will be minted on any given quarter, year, or 5 or 10 year period. How do we know that? Well, since 2008, it's been extremely accurate. So know what the supply increase is because that's how the block rewards are set in the protocol.
Yeah.
And we know what the max supply is because it's set in the protocol. And we know that unless there's some random occurrence of event where you have people from all around the world agreeing on a specific agenda to increase the supply of it, which is highly unlikely unless there's some massive event that affects us all, they decide they need to do it. And even then, it would be, I mean, a very unusual thing to say the least. It's very likely that we'll see a nice continuation of the growth of the value of this thing in limited supply, especially as an increasing amount of it just keeps getting lost or destroyed by fools who don't know how to, including myself from many years ago. So I'm not mocking people who lose them, but fools like us who've lost our biddies over time. And, you can literally predict this thing and its growth in many ways. Maybe you can't predict the price 15 years from now to the dollar just yet exactly, but you can certainly predict the trends based on the VEPS and by looking at the obvious things like comparing this ridiculous money supply inflation on not just the dollar, but the euro and everything else, the yen, you name it, even the yuan. Like, they're all printing. It's not like it's just the dollar printing. When the dollar prints, everybody else prints too, just to stay in line.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
And all three of these are the same, right? This is since like 2010. I mean, look at gold. Look at Bitcoin. Yeah, man. Bitcoin is the ultimate bull.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like Bitcoin going to zero. Hey, man, zero's down here. Could it happen? Dude,
Yeah,
it's people are just so quit getting
You want Bitcoin to
gaslighted.
go, you got a lot of fiat to burn. We're talking tens of trillions at this point.
Yeah, man.
You got to burn about 10 or 12 trillion dollars before it's going to go to zero.
We got to burn 10 trillion old faces.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I'm glad you brought that up.
Anyway,
That's a cool
I
chart.
just thought I'd throw that in because it's like, yeah, that's one of those big index charts that we
Man, I'm
probably don't hear too much on stream, but it's a hilarious one.
I am downloading this image so I can share this. Let's see. Boom, boom. Good. Got it. All right, now back to, yeah, I've got somebody I want to show this to. Maybe they'll shut up. Maybe they'll shut up. Be like, oh man, you can just keep printing. It's okay. Okie dokie. Whatever you think. Whatever you think, Charlie. Boom, boom, boom. Green giant. Yeah. So, look at the dollar, right? I mean, this is when you understand what you're looking at. So the dollar rips up, couldn't close a candle above the first resistance level. Run and look, it's pulling all the way back. Where to? Daily range, top side of the 68.3 Laplace. Breaks down below there. It's probably going to come right back down. Right back down. Right back down. God, look at you, dude. If you hit these trades right this morning, you're already out of 2 trades. Loving it. You're looking at golf now, looking at tee times. Although it's pouring rain. Yeah. Oh my God.
My guy.
Right. I'll look at Aptos if you quit trolling. If you quit trolling the scammers.
Yeah.
You quit trolling the scammers, and I'll look at Aptos because you're going to bring them in. They think they got people on the hook. It's probably the same guy. Now he's going to adopt all of us. And I've looked into members. Here's the thing too. They're not in our Discord. I see some that don't have any roles. I'm going to purge after the stream. There's about 5 or 6 that have no roles at all. They just came in. They're just sitting. It could be one of them. But the problem is that if you have your DMs open, right, people can, all they have to do is share. And I know where these scammers are coming from. They're coming from like the probably the whale Discord, Bubble Goose Discord, things like that. And that's how they made their way to alpha trading. Yeah, exactly. We know the real ones. Plus, guys, if anybody is ever contacting you, right, look at their freaking Discord stuff. If they do not have the alpha trading roles, if they don't have the alpha wolf role, it's not us. That's the easiest way to look at it. Look at what servers you share with the scammer. All right, that's what you need to do. And then look at their roles. See if they're even in our server. They're probably not, but you have your DMs open and you're sharing a server with them somewhere else. And so when your DMs open, they can just start trying to scam you. And that's what happens every time. Every time. And most of these scammers are just ignorant, stupid people. They really are.
Yeah, they are.
And it's fun having them on the hook. Poor Django running this guy ragged, thinking he's gonna make some money.
I honeypot those guys, but I use separate accounts for that. I even have separate Discords where I'm only on it. Like it's all full of honey. It's all full of scammers. Right. I make this. There's no one else in there but scammers, and they're all trying to scam each other. Yeah. And it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
So I honeypot them together in like wasps' nets or hornets' nests of just other scammers using different accounts. Because I don't want them actually annoying me on my real accounts from my real servers.
Yeah. This is how fast things can change. This is why you trade low time frame volatility. This is exactly why. Who's out there swing trading? I mean,
Yeah, right?
you're spinning your wheels, man. If not getting knocked out of your positions, you're just spinning your wheels. Where you could have been in this trade to the top side and to the downside, and just every trade. If you're down here like trading a 3 and 6 minute, 1 minute's for the super chads, right? I don't dip down there too often unless I'm firing on all cylinders. It's tough down there. It really is. I don't care who you are. I mean, you got to be moving quick. I like the 3 minute and the 6 minute.
It's good if if your time is super limited. Sometimes the 1 minute for me is the go-to because time is limited. So.
Yep, you're just looking for occurrences. Yeah. Where are the most occurrences happening? On the 1 minute.
Yep,
for sure. Or really on the 30-second. You dive down in there, though, you better have a bot running.
Yeah, that's anything under 1 minute I don't trade, but like I can look at under 1 minute just to know what's going on the one, but before it. But
right,
1 minute is that's my base.
Yep. But first, and I'll look at that last. First, I got to look at, okay, so we checked out gold, checked out Bitcoin. Let's take a quick peeky here. Let's go to Forex land. Let's look at Euro USD. Where you can see what just happened, right? You drop down here. This will be funny too. What was that on? 15 minute? Okay. See, I mean, look, all right. What happened right here? Right? When Euro lost strength, the dollar gained strength. You just saw it over here in the charts. Bam, bam. You're going to see the exact opposite on this Euro as the USD pair. All right. Now the Euro, as the dollar's dumping back down, Euro's pulling back up. Most people are like, yeah, dummy. But people that don't understand this stuff, this is good stuff to point out. This is good stuff to point out. So Euro USD. Let me go up here onto a daily. Holy crap, man. Literally span the entire, on the 15 minute, the entire power mean band. Even got a wick right back up. Let me see. Pulled back. Right to the bottom power mean band. Now it's right back up above Fisher. Or trying to get above Fisher. Let me go up here on the daily. See what's cooking here. Got no, man. Let me see here. Yeah, no div, man. No div. Pretty clean chart. Up here at the top of the power mean band. Nothing really to... Let me go up here on a 5-day. Dollar just getting whacked. And, wow, you're getting ready. Wave trend's getting ready to cross up Fisher. Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this pair back down. $1.07. Somewhere in that area. Pull back a little bit. Come down, test this cross when it happens. Because it's momentarily, I mean, it's happening. I mean, this is a 5-day, so we're talking, they're probably going to be right on top of each other on this next close. When is it? Oh, wow, 6 hours. 6.5 hours this pair closes. Tell you what, if it closes above this 99, it could go sideways for a little bit. Or, yeah, it could go sideways until this cross happens and pull back, test this cross. That could be a good, that could be a good, good short on this pair, to be honest. Short the euro, short the euro. I don't know, though. Dollar's so damn weak. Incredibly weak. I mean, this is a 5-day chart. Euro just kicking its butt. Let me turn off this UPM. Not enough. There we go. Let's see. We setting up anything? Not really. Not really. Let's go all the way down to 4 hours. See what's happening. Yeah, the volatility was crushed right here. You can see how at first you get this move to the top side. Why the volatility was continuing to expand. There was a correlation that broke. That's why you get an up candle, then a down candle. Now it's pulling right back up. It got on the current 4-hour candle, euro dollar pair, dropped below the 95.4 Laplace. Immediately, there's a 95.4% chance it reacquires that area, and a 68.3 it requires the area where it's at right now. It's just probabilities, man. That's all it is. People just get that in their head, make things a lot easier when you start looking at this. It's all probabilities. All probabilities. What about pound? Check pound out. 15 minute. You're going to see the same thing. Yep. Right? That dollar got jacked up, right? Had that nice move on the 15 minute. So the pound loses its strength against the dollar. Now, boom, right back. As the dollar is dumping, probably back down in the week, or trying. It's trying to stay up above the 68.3 on the daily. Is that the 68.3? Yep. Almost ran to the 1 SD on normal distribution too. And there was, right? We got that wick right up to about 95.4 Laplace. I was even talking about it live. I said that. This is where you're at on the 4-hour candle. Look for a pullback, right? Look for a pullback. When it's coming to 4-hour, there was a 68.3 that this thing was going to pull back, 68.3%. It was going to pull back here. And 68.3 Laplace distribution topside right here. Now you're breaking, you're almost, you got a wick right to the bottom side of the 68.3. And that was right at the bottom of the daily range. Right at the bottom. But here's what happens now, right? You pumped up, came back down. The bulls will try to hold it up here, the center of the daily. The bulls will, but the dollar's weak, man. Dollar's weak. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Oh God, this dog's gonna be so wet. Boy, this forest filled in. Holy crap, man. Can't see 10 feet again. I mean, it's thick. Oh my God. Need to set off a tick bomb. Kill everything. All right. What else? Yeah, let me go back over here real quick. I didn't look at these high time frames. Let me go daily on pound. Yeah, there was a bear div right there. Got the pullback on the daily here. Guarantee if you look on this pullback on the daily, that the dollar was pumping. Dollar was pumping. And that was, let's see. We'll do it later. Let's see, 21 day. Yeah, I mean, damn. There was the bull div, right? A lot of bull div building. And then bam, that pair took off. The pound said pound, pound, pound. Now it's getting ready to cross the zero mean to the downside. Any bear div? Yeah. All these little points where you see the return oscillator jockeying, and you can use the zero mean as a point too, especially if the data set's rising and you're getting ready to drop below. You can use the zero mean as a point of divergence. Everybody hear that? You can use the zero mean as a point of divergence, especially when the data set's still rising, creating a higher high. This 21-day candle hasn't closed yet. I'll tell you what, man. Woo! Shit. This could be a little... Now remember, it's not any news. The news isn't going to tell you shit. It's the VEPS, man. And you are building a bear div on this pair. Could the dollar be getting ready to get some legs here? Possibly. What did that look like on euro? Same thing. Very interesting. Let's throw a cone on this move. Yeah, a little bullish. I don't like to start them on dojis, but I will. Because that pulled back up pretty hard. That's pretty damn bullish. Well, I mean, you're kind of up here above the 95.4. So that even gives me more of a reason, right? So there's a 95.4% chance you're going to pull back inside here. There's that 106. It's a coming. It's a coming at some point. He's lining up. There's just there is correlation building too. Look at the correlation. That is the returns, right? This is what this is doing. It's correlating the returns oscillator to price action. Right now it's saying it's positively correlated. This is a 21-day candle though. You can see, boom, look at the pullback. And that's a pretty decent percentage too. Could be a top here. Could be a top. Why else do I say that? Right? So you've got local bear setting up. Look at all the hidden. Look at all the hidden from the top. Right? There is a bunch of hidden bear. Higher highs on the oscillator, lower highs on the data set, especially on this data set move back to the top. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Could be a party time here. Dollar could find some strength there in the next maybe month. I wouldn't think immediately. As I say that, you're gonna definitely have to start watching because this thing can definitely pull back.
On the old 4-hour of Bitcoin, man, that thing is so far away. And
yeah, let's see.
I think cruising for a leg up at some point.
Oh yeah, 100%. We know how that works. Always happens. And the bull did, man. It's there.
Yep.
Above the zero mean. But look at the fissures. It's not party time yet. Look at the volatility.
No, not yet.
Guys,
no.
Volatility just fell off a cliff. I mean,
Yep.
Now granted, we got an hour and 24 minutes. This volatility stays right here. We get this new 4-hour candle. Could be move time. Could get a nice move on Bitcoin. Especially if this dollar gets back down here in the weekly. But look, man, I'm telling you, that's how this works.
Plus you got the intersects on the 4-hour of the RMLR and the 30 power mean that just been happening for the past several candles. Back and forth, man. Like when it intersects like this over and over again, dude, there's movement coming.
Yeah.
Today, tomorrow, no doubt about it.
This is how these algos will ladder up. They'll leg up using these volatility ranges, right? These dollar bulls were down here waiting at the bottom of the weekly range. I mean, we all seeing this, right? There's no argument here. They run it up. Then what did they do? They dug another trench line. Where at? Right at the center of the daily now. Now they're kicking it up from the center of the daily. Interesting. And these guys are straight crooks, by the way, if you didn't know. So don't be surprised if this thing just pumps, man. If it does, though, you'll see everything dumping. I think gold will take the hardest hit. Who the hell's bullish on shiny metal? I mean, I'm not. I don't buy it. I know there's people out there that think, oh man, gold, it's the future, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. Digital currencies are the future.
ShiftBot wants to buy more Shift coin.
Yes. Yep. And that's what all these guys out there shilling gold, that's all they want you to do is pump their bags. Meanwhile, China's stockpiling gold. Who owns all the gold? Who did we give all our gold to a long time ago? China. Everybody's like, no, our gold's in Fort Knox. Oh, I got a bag.
They actually have a use case for it by making all those little small circuits. Circuit boards.
Yep. And all you people that think there's actually gold in Fort Knox, oh boy.
Right.
Newsflash. No, there's not.
Right. Well, what is in the U.S. is mostly is the bank in New York, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And freaking just like this country got sold out long ago.
And what is in New York, like there's so many countries that have been trying for years to get their gold out, and they're like not even allowed to. They're not even allowed to go look at it, let alone take it out.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Government already took everybody's gold back in the day. If we have short memories. Was that Eisenhower? I think it was Eisenhower.
It was, basically.
We want all your gold.
And then later it was Eisenhower, right?
It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I just read Jeff's message. Yep. You're right. It was. Damn it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit. Where's Bruce Willis when you need him? Yeah. Come save us.
Yeah, didn't he save the day in that movie?
Dude, those are great movies. I love that role he played. I've always liked Bruce Willis.
And then Samuel Jackson was in that movie, like his name was Zeus or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
I was like, hey Zeus, your name is Jesus? No, my name is Zeus.
Hey Zeus. No, it's Zeus. I know. I'm saying, hey Zeus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get it now. So yeah, just keep an eye on this dollar, man. I'm telling you, they're trying to slowly push this thing up through the volatility ranges. And look, you're populating these dailies above the weekly. This is, put it this way, the dollar is in the bull's court right now. It really is, man. Really is the way they're laddering this thing up, especially today. You close today above this daily range, and then you start populating dailies higher and higher and higher. I mean, this thing will continue to push up. It'll continue to push up. Yes, it will. So you're over here looking at the 4 hour on Bitcoin, right? Way below the power mean. Let's check out something.
How's that $1 million projection looking on Bitcoin in the next 60 days? Remember that guy about a month ago, the economist? I forget how to pronounce his name.
Well, and here's something funny too. We all know God, what's his first name? Kiyosaki, rich dad, poor dad. About a month ago, pretty much saying Bitcoin's going to get destroyed, blah 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 blah. Now, a recent post I see from him, he's predicting this year $100,000 Bitcoin. Now, see, people forget. People don't hold these people accountable for the shit they talk.
Yep.
It's incredible, man. Meanwhile, we got the VEPS. Why did Bitcoin pump right here? Why did it go right to the top of the power mean band? The bulls are sitting right here on the 99 log MA, and they ran it quick. You think some shorts got jacked right here that didn't take? This is why you take your profit. This is why you don't swing trade volatility, right? You go to bed. You're down here and you're like, I don't know what you're looking at in traditional TA land. Like, I knew I shouldn't have taken that. Look, we're going deeper. And they wake up and they're liquidated. It's just ridiculous, man. And then they don't take their profit up here. And then it goes right back down. And they get liquidated.
Yep. Because they're like, well, it went back up to the top. It's got to be going high now. You know what it is?
This is why you don't buy tops. You don't sell bottoms. I mean, there's just... we know where this is at. Meanwhile, volatility, 4 hour Bitcoin, falling off a cliff. Falling off a cliff. Hour and 18 minutes. We'll see what happens there. But when you got the bull div set up here, all the fishers are down now. And definitely not even close to being in lockstep. So, there's that. Coming out of it, I mean, still trending, trying to come out. Head back into a random walk, which it does, right? Which it does. That's what entropy is all about, just like volatility. Volatility expands and contracts. Entropy goes into trend, back into a random walk. These two indicators work very well together. Very well together. I mean, you get this move, right? Your volatility is expanding, positively correlated, and you're dropping into trend. I mean, and if you are up here and you're trading a 4 hour chart, look where the predictor flip. Look where we lost trend on the move. Pretty much right at the top. All right. You could have got more profit if you're looking at these Laplace bands and you realize where that data set was at. You're up here riding the 99.7 Laplace. Hell, you're taking profit here, right? But then you can get back in the trade. Just pretend like this is like a 3-minute chart. What if these are 3-minute candles? Am I taking profit on that one? Hell yeah, I am. Why? You breached the 99.7 Laplace. There was a high probability this thing's going to pull back hard. Did it? Look at the next candle. Went right to the bottom side of the 68.3 and then pumped right back up to the 99.7. Same thing happened again. Boom, boom. I mean, there could have been 3 quick trades right there if this is a 3-minute chart. Or you sit in it because it's trending and you understand that when volatility expands, right, and then contracts negatively correlated. Look, it happened twice. Bam. It walked up a little bit on the contraction, negatively correlated, ebb and flowed right into another pump to the top side, negatively correlated contraction. All right, if you know what you're looking at, but look at this next candle just to take care of those over leveraged dogs. You get a wick right to the 95.4 to the downside. Everybody see that little wick right there? Boop. Then it pops back up. Good stuff.
Hey, can I just say real quick?
You can.
Go to the TradingView site, go to the TradingView stream link, please, and click that rocket. And I say it because our videos have been doing all right since we started just over 2 months ago yesterday, and streaming on TradingView, and we're doing pretty well. Some of our videos even outperform some of the ones that they feature and promote.
Yeah.
So go that rocket. Let's get these views up and start helping more traders to find a better way to trade.
Yes.
Trading it.
Please hit the rocket icon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, seriously, like in 2 months, we've achieved a not bad amount of data and stats on our TradingView videos. So I'd like to see that grow a little, because TradingView is a good platform for us. We can reach more traders. And
it looks like
it's a good
Vedback says he just followed us April 19th. It's like, how were you not following us before? Ved,
Right.
the hell's happening here? But no, yeah, we're definitely doing the streams on TV's helping. We're getting a lot of follows, which we should. Look, we're bringing you a different perspective. What perspective are we bringing you? The one that you should be really paying attention to, because nobody else is. The returns, the algos, right? That's what you should be focused on. Not lagging traditional technical analysis. I know it's fun to draw on charts. Good Lord, but give me a break. At some point, you put away childish things. You become a man or a woman. It's time. It is time. If you want to get anywhere, this is going to get, because these markets are just going to get more volatile. They're going to get more volatile. There's no doubt about it. You got a dollar that's worthless, and they're just fake. The things they're doing is just, the level of criminality is incredible. But they get away with it. But you better pay your property tax. You better pay your income tax, or they're going to come get you. God save the king. Jesus. That's where we're still at. Everybody's like, oh no, we left there. It's like, really? Is that what you really think? You really think that monarchy doesn't have a home? You guys are insane. It's one big group of donkeys controlling everything.
Is the Fed the king still? Who knows? I don't think so, but I think it's just a theater actor.
They got a lot of money. Money rules the world. But yeah, it's so jacked up. We let it all go way too far. We're beyond the point of no return. I talked to a guy yesterday and we were just laughing about stuff. I was like, yeah, we're just pretty much just riding out this shit show. He's like, yeah, 100%. We let all this go way too far. People are in trouble. Good times.
Yeah, this whole notion that we can pretend and literally keep our eyes closed and have to pretend that everything is okay, because otherwise the perception will be that things are not okay. Things are not okay. Everything is on fire, and pretending that things are okay is not going to fix the problem. And having fake targets like 2% is just ridiculous. And when you look at the amount that they've inflated, I mean, that chart we showed earlier, that money supply chart, if that doesn't make it clear, I really don't know what does. Like, wake up. Your dollar, or your buying power is less and less every year by far, with whatever currency you happen to use. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Think about how much you spend now on, I don't know, groceries versus how much you spent, 3 years ago before everything happened, right? Like, if you're not spending twice as much for the same amount of food, tell me where you live, because I want to know. Like, I don't know anywhere where food hasn't gone up at least 100%, and that's basics, right? And that's things everybody has to buy, let alone, any like cars or houses or anything else. There is just such poor buying power versus even a few years ago when it was already bad. And
yeah.
Back then, people were saying everything's hyperinflated, or we're about to hit hyperinflation and this and that, and then they turn on the money printer. Like, you gotta be kidding. Like, it is. They didn't just turn it on; they hit full acceleration, pedal to the metal. And yeah, it's a situation that cannot be remedied by just printing your way out of it, ultimately. And every fiat is born to die, and eventually it will happen. When people think, oh, the dollar is forever and this and that. No, just because it's been around for longer than you've been alive, and maybe longer than your parents have been alive, does not mean it's going to be around forever. Oh, the pound is around for 300 years. Yeah, sure. The pound is around for 300 years, but the pound is also not backed by gold. The pound also went off the gold standard, right? The pound isn't on any standard. It's fiat. And so it's not the same. And the dollar is not the same. It's just paper backed by faith. And okay, nukes and whatever, but like, it's not backed by anything, in terms of a supply of an asset that's actually real.
Right.
And okay, go back to the gold standard for the dollar, because that's ridiculous, because you're not going to go buy loaves of bread with some gold dust. That's just not happening. But to think that you could just keep printing your way to infinity and beyond, even though there's quadrillions of dollars in assets out there, I get it, and there's only trillions of dollars, like 20 trillion or whatever in printed money and other, liquid assets on the Fed books, on the Fred book. That doesn't mean that you can just print your way out of it, because it doesn't just gradually increase with hyperinflation, right? The whole point of hyperinflation is at some point it explodes, just like it did in Venezuela, just like it did in Zimbabwe, just like it did back in Germany during the Weimar Republic. Things don't just go gradually from bad to worse over a long period of time. They get gradually worse, and then they explode into horribly worse. And that usually happens overnight. So, and when that happens, boy, you better have some Bitcoin in your wallet. That's all I'm saying. Not financial advice, but yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's not.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. Before we camp out, I'm going to freaking run through this and see if anything's really dumping. Yeah, like I say, you got Amazon up. Amazon's bucking the trend. Let's see here.
Yeah, man, they're sending out the drones.
Yeah, I'm ready for them.
They must be happy. They must be happy about that Starship explosion. They're getting more orders.
Right. The old Starship explosion. Yeah, I was watching live the first day and they canceled it. I guess they should have canceled the second time too.
Yeah, I think so. Probably the one.
We got a problem.
Yeah, very nice asymmetrical pop. I mean, that was good.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, rockets do go pop sometimes. That's frankly normal.
Especially when we're using an outdated technology that we shouldn't be using, when there's 0 point energy and a breakaway civilization that everybody thinks are aliens flying in the sky. Newsflash.
I'm sure that
wake up.
I'm sure that was muted. Try asking ChatGPT about 0 point energy.
Oh,
That's hilarious.
I'm sure.
I mean, talk about nerfing an answer. They will just
yeah.
You gotta dig deep to find out who knows about it, what applications
Totally.
have been attempted.
Totally.
They bury it as deep as they can, man.
Yeah. Yeah. When you understand time, space, gravity, you realize how these vehicles are moving. They don't even, it's not like they're not expelling any energy at all. They're just creating a vacuum in front using magnets and freaking spinning mercury. And there's a lot of different things going on. And then when you create a vacuum in front, you fall into it. And that is, there is no limit on that speed. That's what people don't realize. And that there are do you really think civilizations that are millions, maybe billions of years ahead in technology are flying around in craft?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Even if a technology is just, 100,000 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
Or where humanity might be in 100,000 years, if we survive that long.
Yeah.
100,000 now, that's about as long, or that's far longer than like modern civilization, right? Or even ancient civilizations that have been around. So to think about where a civilization of any kind might be with 100,000 years additional technology than what we have today, who knows? Maybe we are in an ant farm. We are the ants in the ant farm. We don't even know it, right? But it's moot to us because we're in the ant farm. We can't see it. We don't know it. But what we do know is that it is possible, clearly, to advance technology well beyond our capabilities today.
Oh.
And what's fun is being able to chart stuff like that.
Yeah.
And essentially look at the VEPS of it, right? Because you can see the volatility of technology over the years if you chart it correctly.
Yeah. And
you can see the distribution of energy, which is the entropy of the technology.
Yeah.
In the space on the spaceship Earth, right? And you can see how it's distributed across the world, and how the trends are going, and how the random walks are going. It's not just tradable assets you can look at like that. You can look at all kinds of technology that aren't necessarily tradable assets, but that are real technologies people use and over history. And it is to see that charts very well with the math too. It's not an accident. Things trade very well with math, and that things chart very well historically by math. It's as we always say, show us the charts, we'll tell you the news. Show me the chart, I'll tell you the history. Show me the RMLS, I'll tell you the future, or the reverse mean and log returns of that thing.
Who knows? We're probably on somebody else's screen.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing. We could be in an ant farm, dude. We could be ants in an ant farm. Like,
Exactly.
Do you know how low of a probability it is that we are literally in a base reality right now? It's a very low probability.
Exactly.
No doubt.
I mean, I know we're going off the deep end, but it's real.
Yeah.
It does.
And it's like the tech that like the public is using right now. The tech, the tech that public is allowed to access right now. Just the military was using it 50 years ago. The military industrial complex, or i.e. the breakaway civilization, they're like 200 years ahead. And that's why when everybody's just like, oh, I saw this UFO, I'm like, it's not unidentified. If you just do a little research, there's a reason why we have secret bases. Dude,
yeah,
it's incredible.
Identified by people who are not telling you what it is.
Yeah. When I was in the military, dude, they had microwave weapons on Abrams tanks that would melt your skin off, and that was in the late 80s.
Yep.
I mean, it's insane. It's insane what's happening right now, and people are just watching the TV. If everybody just turned off the damn television, we'd be in a much better space. But everybody just wants to and you're just getting drilled with that flicker, with the flicker rate. I mean, it's all psyop. Everything in society. It's just one big psychological operation. If you've ever been in the military, you know what I'm talking about. It's incredible. People are just brainwashed to the T. That's why I'm like, we're writing the shit show out, because nobody is realizing what's happening. The majority of people don't know. And so it's just like, uh-oh. Here we go. Manipulation Central. Don't be surprised if we see some real madness happening here in the near future. That's how you control a population. Keep them in fear, keep them in debt. They're doing a good job.
Every limit order, it's all manipulation.
All manipulation. And Sayron, good point. Long food, walk away. Yep. Instead, people are making runs on toilet paper at Costco. That's when the pandemic was playing out and I was in there getting stuff. I was just laughing my ass off watching people fight over toilet paper. Literal fist fighting over like a bag of toilet paper, man. Meanwhile, ton of food and water. And if you ever been at Costco, it's like all the water and stuff. It's all backed by the paper products. Plenty of water, no paper towels, no toilet paper. I mean, what the? Woo! And the only reason I was back there, am I stocking up toilet paper? No, the dog food's back there too. I was stocking up on dog food. They were literally limiting you to one bag. So I was going in like 5 times a day. I bought like 5 bags of dog food, like three days in a row. I mean, what are you going to do? 3 monster dogs with no food? What am I going to do? So I was more worried about the dogs than I was myself. I can survive. But the dogs, yeah, I don't want to turn them loose, start eating people or other animals. I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. What people think, what they should be doing. It's like, wow. I need more toilet paper. How am I going to wipe my butt if the power goes out? What does that have anything to do with wiping your butt?
Not only that, they were limiting it by age. You couldn't even go into a store in the morning unless you were a senior.
I know. So they don't get trampled. Yeah, I remember that. It's crazy, man.
HudSpy, did you see that 8-split VRE chart I posted?
Not yet. Actually, I was going to bring up if anybody was going to be around tomorrow morning. I have some time tomorrow morning. You know,
Well,
that one Saturday was pretty cool.
Just look in your ticket or scroll up in the stream chat. You'll see I posted the chart. You can just snag it. It's the chart you're looking at, basically.
Nice. So you did that good. Yeah, I'm definitely behind the 8-ball.
I should on the screen now.
I put 2 Laplaces and 2 normals on there, 4 hour and daily each, and a VRE. So it's good, man.
I should be
Where is
around
that
tomorrow
again?
morning.
Sorry.
Just scroll up in the text chat or look in your ticket or look in the free trial charts. I put them in all those places.
Oh, great.
Yeah, man.
Thanks a lot.
It's for all the subscribers who have access to those tools.
No, excellent. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
I'm now official TradingView subscriber and
No, it'll work for you
on here also.
Oh yeah, I see where you put it. Yeah, it's just right up in Alpha Voice Chat too. I see you tagged it.
Yep.
Cool.
I sure did.
Yasha.
Thanks a lot. That's great support. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Yasha had to pick up the slack. I'm trying, man.
It's time a week I can get a couple of things done, so we're gonna get it.
You're the man.
Pump it out.
Yeah, the man.
Now that's really helpful for someone like me or anybody else that would be new to this to be able to not have to spend a whole bunch of time trying to figure all this stuff out, because fundamentally it is pretty complicated when you first get introduced to it, but as you start getting used to it, it really starts opening up and slows it just slows this whole thing down amazingly.
Right, well, yeah, I mean, that's why I said like a 5-minute or 10-minute voice chat. I can show you literally how to do this thing. It's real easy to make an H-split chart and then to just copy all of your indicators across all those layouts. There's an option for it when you just right click and do a chart. Just apply these indicators to all the to the whole layout, and that's all you do. So you just have to add those 4 indicators or 5 indicators and just apply them all. So that's all I did.
So one other question I had before we shut the stream down is that I'm struggling with something that's probably fundamental, but still on my trading view, the way you have it set up where you can just tab to multiple different charts.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with how to set that up.
You mean like a new tab? Just to make a new tab on your browser?
Yeah, on this browser, on the TradingView browser, the way he has multiple charts, so he could just right on this browser.
Yeah, you got to save them.
If you're using the website version of TradingView, it's just in your browser. You just make a new tab in the browser, right? And then just open up a different chart in a different tab.
Yep. Because if you just save that chart, it'll be in your layouts. Right? It'll be
exactly.
And then so is what you don't want to do. Like right now, if I just hit, okay, so this is on the VRE, and say I want to open up a new tab, is what you don't do is just like click on the chart. You have to come down here, load layout, and then say I want the correlation. Boop, pulls up a new tab, populates the correlation chart. It won't change out the one you're looking at. But see, right now, if I go VRE, I open up, and I'm trying to, wait a minute. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm trying to.
Oh, you highlight it and load layout.
Well,
yep.
Yeah, because like right now, this is the VRE. If I want a laser wolf in another tab, I don't just hit laser wolf right here. You have to go load layout, and then it'll give you all your layouts, and then you click one, boop, and it'll pop up. Because if you do it the other way, it'll just change this chart to the one you're trying to load.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yep.
I was just missing that.
Remember, you can always do Control Z on a Windows or Command Z on a Mac to undo.
I get it. No, that's it. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, you good. Oh yeah.
I think the only chart left to make and share is the one that Bilbo goes over a lot with the with the power mean bands and the
all this.
That one, right? If you don't have a copy of that, it's easy to make. I mean, you just freeze frame the video at any point, just play the video back, look at what's on there, because you usually shows the indicator name.
It's getting
If
cold.
you want to know what the setting and stuff, that's a quick call, or I can just I'll probably get around to making that tonight or tomorrow,
Yeah.
maybe next week.
And I should be around tomorrow morning. I will be around tomorrow morning. So we could have a little chat or something for sure. If you're having any issues, tomorrow's a good day for me. I'm heading into town about probably 2:00, but yeah, morning, I'm good. No stream. If I have time, we can get on and Dunder. What? Nice.
Just a little practice.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You can check out weekend Bitcoin action, see what's happening. I want to see how this dollar closes later. I'll be definitely interested to see if this thing pulls back into this weekly range. It's trying. It's definitely beating at the door. And these dollar bulls, I mean, they're not going to put up too much of a fight, man. They're already weak. They'd much rather be like, all right, can't beat them, join them. We're going to make money one way or another. But yeah, meanwhile, all these foreign currencies are just going to pound the dollar, which, they're all jacked. Let's not get it twisted. We're not the only one running a money printer.
Yeah.
But what happens if we run one? In trouble, aren't you?
Yeah.
Might get in a little bit of trouble.
We can run as a Bitcoin miner or an Ethereum.
That's why I love crypto. Don't have to worry about it. That's why I was really against, in the beginning, I was against Bitcoin options, right? What is the downfall of almost everything? What, we start creating derivatives? So it's just like, let's keep all this shit out of Bitcoin, man. It's never going to happen though, right? That's why people are like, Bitcoin's going to die. I'm like, look at the foothold Bitcoin's got. I mean, you crazy people. It's the future. Digital currency is the future. Period. Bitcoin's going to be a store of value.
Creating CBDCs.
All right. That's why we have all these other cryptos, platforms, ETH, again, Cardano. It's like right now, if I were to go to if crypto, let's say, just got totally adopted tomorrow morning, do you think I'm going to go grocery shopping with Bitcoin? Hell no.
Right.
Hell no. I'm going to use Cardano, or I'm going to use Solana or something. I'm going to use Dogecoin. Perfect thing that Dogecoin could be used for. All right, let's just go buy shit with it.
Right.
Use it as a currency. But that's where, stable coins. That's what people are like, oh, they're still going to be their dollar. Bitcoin's going to trade against these central bank digital currencies, just like Bitcoin's trading against the paper money right now. Yep. Nothing's going to change. They're just gaslighting people. They don't want the peasants buying cryptocurrency because they know what cryptocurrency is going to do, and it's going to create, just like it has been doing since day one, giving the lower caste an opportunity to become literally wealthy overnight, almost, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
And Bitcoin's not even trading against paper money for the most part. It's trading against fiat, which is mostly digital at this point. It's just not centrally tracked and all that in terms of your ID and your social rank and all that stuff. But it's a digital dollar and a digital euro and a digital, like 99% of the money, quote unquote, is digital. How often do you actually how much cash is there in terms of printed money compared to what people use day to day? It's very
Go into your local Best Buy. And buy a $1,500 computer with cash and tell me what you experience. Right. They look at you. They don't even know what to do with it. I had this guy literally had to bring over a manager to ask where to put the money. And the manager just looks at the kid and is just like, in the cash drawer? The kid's like, oh, we got a cash drawer? It's like, it's incredible, man.
We're in Europe now. Try to buy anything for 1,001 euros.
Yeah.
If you don't get it's because you're on the gray market.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, you can't spend more than 1,000 in cash on any purchase in Europe. It's nuts.
That is nuts. Hell, that's barely anything.
All because a regulator said so. Not even by laws or anything. Just regulations. That's nuts.
It is nuts. Crazy.
People print cash still. And there's a lot of places in Europe you're paying more than 1,000 euros a month. All of a sudden, what are they supposed to do if they don't have a credit card?
Yeah.
If they don't have a debit card or whatever. Like, what are they supposed to do? Well, Bitcoin's a good alternative. I'm just saying.
Very good alternative.
Yep.
Very good. Meanwhile, I got nieces and nephews that just don't get it, man. I'm like, you guys, there's not too many other uncles out there talking to their freaking talking to their nephews and nieces about this stuff. You have an opportunity right now. I know you don't make a lot of money, but $100 a week. I'll show you how to set up a Coinbase account. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it later. And of course, don't hear anything back. I'm like, hey, you guys are gonna regret this. You guys are really gonna regret this. $1,000 in Bitcoin today, a Bitcoin at 30K, it's gonna be worth a lot of money in the future, man. It's gonna be worth a lot of money. But people just want to grind. Let them. It's okay. More Bitcoin for me. There's a limited supply. We can't forget this. Oh, nice.
Yep. And the amount that's actually available is even smaller. So, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, nice. I just see the old lady fighting with the toilet paper. Hilarious. What a gif. I saw two dudes literally fist fighting. I just run my cart right through him, too. It was a riot. I think I've told this story before. And then one of the guys said something, man. He was getting really aggressive. And I was just like, you're making a huge mistake. You better back off. And he didn't. So I just shoved him. And he falls down. Then I'm the bad guy. I'm like, these two are fighting over toilet paper. And you're mad at me because this guy's blocking me and won't let me out, giving me shit because he thinks I'm trying to cut in the toilet paper line when I'm just trying to go get dog food. Well, he had a rough day. That was one day I put my mask up, checked out, and got out of there really fast. Because it's one of those, he was probably older than me, just high on his horse, because I look a lot younger than I am. So he's just calling me kid and this, you're trying to cut. Oh, buddy, please get out of my way. I'm asking you nicely twice now. I just took the cart and just bam, and he went flying. I was like, oops, get out of here fast, put your mask up. It's pretty wild, man. We live in a crazy world. We really do. When you're literally, people are fighting over ass wipe, we're screwed. We are screwed. The narrative has been lost.
Soon they'll be using greenbacks for it, just like they use the Venezuelan, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Just go trade in a few $100 bills for dollar bills. You got toilet paper for a month. You good. You don't have to go fight over it. You can wipe your ass with $1. That's about what it's worth. But when the shit does hit, it is. You'll be able to do that. So stockpile ones. All you strippers out there should be keeping your dollar bills. You're going to need it for toilet paper. Okay, we'll leave it at that. That's a great way to end it. Just, little financial advice for all the exotic dancers out there. Should be keeping your dollar bills to wipe your butts when the shit hits the fan. Oh, God. I hope my mom's not listening. If you are, love you, Mom. She knows I'm
we
nuts.
talked about VEPS.
Do I? Yeah. Hilarious. All right. So, yeah, tomorrow morning, maybe we just do a little internal.
What happens to our value in the trading accounts?
Right.
I always thought about that.
Just
you have these trading accounts. Are they going to transition all of this into some kind of coin?
They will.
You'll get the official digital dollar, with whatever they'll call it.
Yep.
The official stable, the federal stable coin, whatever. Fed bucks.
But then, this is the one thing. So you got two factions, right? You got these dollar mongers, the petrodollar faction is trying to hold on to that. You got the digital currency side. But do they even realize now we're all going to be able to track everything? Not just, these are blockchains, right? It's a public ledger. So what is the government going to do? Create their own little privacy coin? I wouldn't doubt it at all. Watch him. The new digital dollar is deep onion. Oh, I'd just flip. How awesome would that be? I'd be like, oh, I just happen to be sitting on a massive stack. That's great.
They're going to put some kind of premium on it.
For sure. It'll be interesting. I'm telling you what, just like I've said before, this is the calm before the storm. It's not going to be like all of a sudden they're going to be like, okay, we're making a slow transition. You're going to wake up. It's going to be here. Bam. It's just going to be a shift immediately. They're not going to give anybody a chance to do anything. They're going to get all their ducks in a row, and then they're just going to flip the switch.
in October of this year, the euro is going to be a CBDC.
Is that what they
Freaking
say?
euro.
All right.
Yeah, that's what the guard says. She's turning on the CBDC in October for euro.
So
That's not a long time away. Like,
no.
That big is not, to make such a huge change. That's not a small thing. There's more people in the European Union than there are in the US. They're going to be using digital euros in October. Just think about that.
So the U.S. government, you think they're going to let them get the jump first? I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see us do it first.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if the euro goes first as like kind of a lab rat, and then the U.S. decides.
And
how
the
they're
U.S.
gonna play
is
it.
like, okay.
Yeah, they're going to see and make sure that it works out okay in Europe, and if everything remains relatively stable and whatever, then they'll turn on the digital dollar.
Yeah, poor Europe. Yeah, it's been the battlefield, right? For how long?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
I'm glad I live in the States. I mean, we're lucky over here, man.
Yes.
It's never been brought to us, but there's a reason. There's a reason. That's why we're not going to talk about it, but that's why they're trying to outlaw certain things in this country right now, using all kinds of propaganda. Do you think they're ever going to be able to do it? No. And that's the main reason why our mainland's never been attacked. Who is the biggest standing army in the world?
Cotton candy and pretzels with mustard.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We've had enough crazy talk. I'm sure we've done enough to get get silenced.
Yeah, we are silenced on YouTube. We showed evidence of that. Right?
Yeah, now you know why. We kind of bounce around and talk about everything. You're going to get it all here at Alpha Trading.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see internal. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be around in the morning. We can talk. We can talk tomorrow morning. Anybody that's around. But other than that, and especially if Bitcoin decides to make a move this weekend, right? Last weekend just went sideways. So, but previous couple, right? We had some moves. It'd be nice to see one. Get these traditional markets closed, right? Get that dollar index closed. Let Bitcoin have its day. Let it run. Get back over 30K. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Let's take one more peek here on the 4 hour. Whoops. Whoop. That's why I was screwed up. There it is. No, where is it? There you are. 4 hour. Where is the wave trend? 29.4. 29.4. That'd actually be a good place to hit this weekend. Let's see if it happens. I mean, it's only about it's about $1,400 right now. That'd work. Nice little move.
Yeah, even if it comes down to 29K, that'll be a good target.
Yeah, yep, 100%. Because and then we're looking first. Yeah, it could drop down here. We still haven't hit this wave trend. We still have not hit this wave trend. It's starting to pull back a little more. I'm looking for 27.3. I mean, guys, $700. Hell, could do it today. 27.3. Let's see, Bitcoin.
I can't log in. That's nothing.
Let me guess. Looky there. Was that 95.4 Laplace? Top side of the monthly? Is that top side of the monthly? No, that's a resistance level, right? 27. No, that is the top. Where's the center? Yep, there it is. Center. Yeah, top side's 27.1. So not only would it be testing that daily reverse wave trend at 27.3, that's at literally is that the fourth support level of the daily range? Or is that the second? Yep, second. Second support level on the daily range is right where we're looking at. All right, 27.3 area. And then right below it, you got 95.4 Laplace, top side of the monthly range. This is where I'm looking. This area right here is where I'm looking for a pullback. 27.3, maybe a wick down to 27, test the top side of the monthly. And then from there, so if you think the bulls are waiting around the top side and bottom, or the top side of these weeklies and dailies, what do you think they're doing at the monthly? All right, this thing gets down to the 27K area. I am looking for a rip, probably, because you're going to set up a lot of bull did too on low time frames, probably mid time frames. Let's see how that plays out going into tomorrow morning when we get back at this, talking within the Discord. If anything is happening, we'll do a quick little live stream. Maybe we will anyway. We seem to do good on the weekends when the traders don't have anything better to do than watch some real analysis. Maybe we do. We'll talk later in the chat, you guys, to see if we really want to do that. And then we'll let you guys know in the chat whether or not we're going to have a live stream. But regardless, if Bitcoin's moving, bet on it. We are going to have one. So with all that being said, I hope you like the analysis. We appreciate all the support we're getting in the Discord, on TradingView. Hit that rocket icon if you're watching on Twitch and YouTube. We appreciate your views as well. And all that being said, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening. We will see you guys, if anything, 9 a.m. Monday, Eastern Standard Time. See you guys.